Good day, dear friends. It's my great pleasure to welcome you all to this first large-scale event that we hosted together with you. We have been a very big and friendly team. I'm talking about the Global Cleanliness Challenge. It started in June, and in the end of September, we finished our marathon of eco-friendly activities that you have all participated in. Together today, we are drawing the conclusions. We would like to celebrate the leaders of this event, the most active participants. We would like to share our experience of organizing our events because this challenge has been the first one, but not the last one. Soon we will have global events implemented by EcoPulse together with us. And it's important for us to understand what works right, what doesn't work right, what support is needed. And of course, at the end of this meeting, we are going to share the future plans of EcoPulse, and we will tell about how you can join them and how you can help to implement your own idea. Today, we will have a team of EcoPulse at the mic. My name is Daria. Together with us will be Nuria, our coordinator. She will interview our activists who have proven themselves most active. We have Artur Agnisyan, community manager. You all know him. Maybe you know him even better than me and Nuria. He is going to interview the winners of the challenge. I think you all know the mechanics in general. So here we're talking about the people who have earned most of the points. And right now, if you feel like you're a part of this team, so you can write about your city, about your country, maybe you can write about your achievements, etc. So in chat. But first, write where you come from, what parts of the planet you come from, where you represent the EcoPulse. So let us know who you are and where you come from. So we are united by one mission. Together, we create a global community of people to consider eco-friendliness a part of their lives, a part of their professional life, a part of their habits, a part of business, whatever the business is. We all understand that our daily habits, our daily choice has consequences. So what differs us from those who only start doing eco-friendly things? We do understand their cause and effect. And today we are ready to change our habits to make a choice to make sure that tomorrow is more harmonious, comfortable, more environmentally friendly, etc. So our common goal is to give every participant a chance to implement their eco responsibility. Here we're talking about volunteering, eco campaigns, and of course it all goes down to real leadership when you want, when you can, when you are ready to lead people behind you. Those are the like-minded people who feel themselves a part of this great story. So what do we do? We take the best practices, the best experience of the activists across the globe to relate to like-minded people in other regions, thus uniting and inspiring. EcoPulse is 1 year old. Soon it's going to be 2 years old. So this is not such a significant age for an international project, but every time I highlight that we've managed to do a lot in this short period of time. We've had various regional campaigns that we have already accomplished, two global ones, and let's recall what has been done within these 18 months. We removed graffiti from a mountain in Kyrgyzstan. So who participated here? So please put your pluses in the chat. We would like to know who has actually been with us in the year 2024. During this period, we planted more than 600 plants. The biggest ones were in Ghana and in Kyrgyzstan. And basically, these regions need it most. Thus, the trees are preserving the climate, the soil, to make sure that everything is much more comfortable. Throughout this time, we had dozens of various events. We're talking of offline and online meetings of the activists dedicated to discussing the relevant problems of the region. We are talking of eco lessons that we hosted for children, for youth, for students, offline, online. We had a wonderful meeting with guys from Ghana. We had small or big environmental campaigns, cleaning the various reserves, etc. So, of course, and here we're talking about cleaning the nature, giving back our nature its primordial form. And this is the main format. But we are expanding the amount of formats that our community in different regions of the planet hosts. We have been doing it as a part of our global cleanup challenge. And today we are concluding this challenge. We had regional and international meetings with the experts, eco leaders, scientists, to become more aware on the ecological problems, to make sure that our level of knowledge should grow. The first Vivid International event hosted in June this year. If you do remember, please put hearts. So let's have hearts in our chat. So this was the Global Day of Cleanup. You might remember that we held it during the International Day of the Environment. This campaign was joined by 19 countries. This was tremendous. I mean, citizens of 19 countries all together, whatever the regions are. Geographically, we were divided, but we have been united by the idea. And on this day, all of us went out to clean the rubbish from nature to make sure that we live in a harmonious, green, and eco-friendly world. We were pretty much shocked by your willingness to participate in such initiatives. So right after this, we had our challenge started, which was over just recently. So the Global Cleanup Challenge. So you all know how it was hosted if you participated and what the rules were. But today, we have also those who might have not known what EcoPulse has been doing. so far. So let me tell you a little bit more about this, and maybe this will help our leaders to understand how good they did. Because starting on 21st of June, 3 months ago, for 3 months, more than 230 people have been actively participating in the event, organizing cleanups, movie screenings. So they have been cleaning up the nature. This was something sporty, something creative, planting trees, or basically even some discussions at home, exchanging some good things which are not needed for some, but which are very valuable for others. Thus, we would prolong the life cycle of the things and, of course, reducing the recycling of the goods. So, and those who have participated, so we had more than 300 listeners in our educational meetings and broadcasts. We invited various speakers from different countries, so the broadcasts are available now. It's great that you have been interested in all of this. We value this and we will continue working like this. We had 340 events in different parts of the world, and in this time, 1,500 bags of rubbish has been removed. I mean, that's a lot. But the saddest thing is that this rubbish was somewhere in the nature. The great news is that it's not there anymore. So we've sent it where they should go. So for the polygons, for the processing plants, if your countries had any, of course, etc. Well, coming back to the broadcasts, we invited wonderful speakers who spoke on various topics, and we also spoke of how to organize a weekend cleaning campaign, how to involve people, how to invite people, etc. So we spoke of how to organize an event to exchange things, and of course to organize various other eco-friendly formats events which could be hosted inside as well. We also spoke of wonderful hobby, bird watching, how it's developing, how to start bird watching, how to organize the events in this format. All of the broadcasts are recorded, saved, and published on our YouTube channel. If you haven't participated, you can watch them following the link in the QR code. And of course, we also have it in our community in the chat. If you would like to publish these recordings, these videos on your page, please share this information. If you don't have the necessary language, we will give you the recording in your own language. So all the broadcasts have been translated just like this one is. So you can always use them to get educated and enlightened. We will continue such meetings and such broadcasts. And if you have some interesting speaker, please let us know. We will invite this person over and we will speak about the interesting topics with them. So coming back to the challenge, this is the map. Here we can see the dots, and these are the countries which participated in our global event. 16 of them, all in all. And they are spread across 4 continents. Geographically, that's a lot. So the participants are the citizens of Argentina, Bahamas, Belarus, Venezuela, Vietnam, Ghana, Georgia, Spain, Kazakhstan, Cameroon, Kyrgyzstan, Nigeria, UAE, Russia, Senegal, and the US. I'm confident that the amount of participants states and participants within each state is going to be growing from one event to another. Thank you very much for participating in this challenge. So you all remember that we followed some tasks. We went on hikes, we cleaned things, we published things on social media, we made reposts to increase the coverage and involvement into our event. And each activity has been followed by Artur, who gave you points for them. At the results of his most accurate calculations, we found out who the leaders were. Well, of course, it's not only Arthur's calculations which really matter. Of course, the quality was important as well. A little bit later, we will see who were the leaders who earned most of the points. But right now, we would like to recall the most important events, the creative meetings dedicated to ecology, lessons, games, and everything. We're talking of 340 events, so you did great. And the biggest and the greatest people here are the leaders, the winners. I would like you to take a look at these photos. These are our leaders, Maribran Torres from Venezuela. She is an absolute leader. She got a grand prize within this event. Second, Yelena Makarova from Russia. She earned 292 points. Artur is going to ask questions and we will find out how many events have been hosted by our wonderful eco-activists Zhupara Tapurova, Yumagul Kurmankulova from Kyrgyzstan. They shared third place. There is a little difference in points here. So when we have 4 people here, according to the calculations, to find out how it all happened, why it all happened, I will give word and floor to Artur Ganisyan, who is going to ask those questions, and we will find out how everything was done in Venezuela, Russia, and Kyrgyzstan. Dear friend, good day, good evening, good morning for some. So, we are being broadcast throughout the whole planet. It was a great pleasure for me to watch this challenge, to see all the pictures and videos of our participants coming from across the globe, how the rubbish was collected, so what events have been hosted, etc. And right now, I would like to speak to our leaders. First place was taken by Maribran Torres. She got lots of points, 470. Hosted 29 events. And at some point, there were lots of points basically because it was a large scale event with lots of people. And even if this event wouldn't be hosted, Mary Brandt would be on the first place as well. Lots of events have been organized. And of course, posts on social media were posted. That is why I would like to say thank you very much for the energy. Thank you for what you have filled our challenge with. So because there were some creative events.
So, Maribran, what are the ways of attracting participants you have in your team? What was most efficient in order to attract people? Colleagues, while we're searching for Maribran, I suggest that we ask the next speaker, and as soon as Maribran is back, so our next speaker is Yelena Makarova from Russian, who also. So I continue. Yelena Makarova arranged 21 events. These were cleanups, these were educational events with the children watching cartoons and movies. Yelena visited a center on waste collection and recycled waste collection. And it is interesting to talk and ask what was the strongest motivation for you in order to participate in our challenge? Well, I'm sorry. I had some problems with the internet connection. So, Anna is speaking instead of Elena. I am motivated by my love to Mother Earth, and I wanted to positively influence the situation which was seen in our environment. I'm an artist, a painter here in Venezuela, and I work as an artist and I arrange performances. So I wanted to influence the conscious of people because what we do, we appeal to awareness of the living creatures of the planet. And every action I do is directed at that. And it doesn't matter where you do cleanups in your community, in your yard. It is important that you understand how to do this and which passion you invest into what you do. Because what you sow, it will be reaped as the harvest. And that will consist of the fruits which will grow on your on what you do. And it seems to me that the main thing is to leave that trace in the hearts, minds, and souls of people so that all of them would be able to make their contribution into supporting of environment and into the health of our planet. I would like to tell you that I started my activity from the most simple things. I just collected garbage in the park. I could never imagine that so many people will feel like keep me a company and would do it together with me. Among those doctors, painters, and what else I can tell you? Just people who were walking in the park. They were happy to join us. And even those who were tourists in Venezuela, they also joined what we do. And we started with something simple. And then suddenly we see the growing calendar of our events. There were more and more of those. And we started arranging these events. We engaged the schools, we engaged the universities. and different educational institutions. Quite a serious thing. A lot of them have a status of the state ones. The main thing is to begin. The main thing is not to think what you will get from this. The main thing is to seed these seeds of awareness and information about how it is arranged, that it contributes to the development of people. And then we'll thank you. They will thank you. And I also say thank you so much. And I have one more question. If possible, be brief because we also have timing, but I would like you to share the emotions. You to share the emotions that you feel when you succeed in improving environment. Well, first and foremost, that is joy, huge joy. That is a very intensive emotion because I could feel pride and I could feel the influence we can make in different spheres of life, in absolutely different spheres of life. I saw how many people were motivated for what we do, to which we dedicated our efforts. We were incredibly happy and joyful when we were doing this. And, people got ignited from our project, from what we did, because, it looks like falling in love. You cannot stop. You are happy. And I think we should continue in the same manner. Thank you. Thank you for your participation and for this beautiful answer. And if somebody didn't understand, Mari Brano was answering. The leader, the person who got first position in the competition. And then we move on. And I have already introduced Elena Makarova. Well, in the meantime, while we're waiting for Artur, I will ask you a question. Elena, please tell us what inspired you and what motivated you for this active participation? Well, I have already said that I was motivated by the desire to make true, real contribution into preserving of the environment and to feel part of the global movement for ecology. That is the main motivation I had for us to be together, to work together, and to bring as much use to our planet as possible. And could you please remember some interesting moments, what you were doing, which events you arranged? Oh, well, of course I can. Number one, that was a cleanup, which was really a very bright event. There were a lot of us there, and we were so friendly. It was so nice. I also liked to work. I liked to arrange cleanups with children. They are so inspired. Their eyes are sparkling. They are just burning with the desire to clean our planet. And they even argue who has more garbage, who had less. And it was really interesting. And of course, the trip to Belarus. The trip to Belarus was truly interesting. It's very clean there. In comparison to other areas, it's really clean. There is a feeling that, nobody actually is throwing waste. They even collecting the waste and they have it sorted. Well, we have kind of all together, and there they have bottles in containers, TV sets and refrigerators at separate places and everything. So it is so much impressive. Well, I'm still impressed and I can still remember this. Well, what can you tell other leaders who also want to arrange ecological events in their regions? Well, I would like to say the following thing. Do not be afraid of difficulties. Engage people, attract people, and if you do not manage, start alone. And when people watch you, when others watch you, they will also join you and they will do it as well. Thank you so much. Then we move on to our next speaker. A third position is taken by a representative of Kyrgyzstan, a very active country in ecological sphere, Jipar Atakurova. She has collected a big number of points, 176 points, and she had 13 events during the time of our challenge. Jipar, I see that you are here with us. Please tell us about what motivated you to participate in our challenge so actively and to arrange so many different cleanups of different territories. Hello. What motivated me? First and foremost, the point that we participated at the cleanups that were arranged every week. And it really works well with us that we participate in these events ourselves. And also I could engage community even out of the workers, and I'm very grateful to those who participated in our promotions. And if our street is clean, if our village is clean, then the whole world will be clean. So I'm very happy that we have invited other people to this event. Yes, so we can hear you. Well, could you please tell, have you faced some difficulties in the process of arranging the event? Yes, initially it was quite complicated because we worked only with the activists and people who passed by, they were just watching us, and I felt quite awkward. Then I thought, why should I feel awkward? Because I do clean the environment. That is why, vice versa, I started talking to people for them to join us, for them to help us, because we should work for our people for future generations. And thanks God, people started joining us, they got engaged, and our team started growing. We've got people who were just passing by. That is why I'm very happy with the point that we have managed to clean not only our street, not only our village, but also all other organizations that joined us. They also helped us. I really liked it that we managed to give another life to organizations which were not so active anymore. And we were very pleased for them to take part in our events. Thank you so much. Number 4 is taken by an active participant from Kyrgyzstan, Jumabo Kormankolova. Jumabo, if you are here, please switch on your camera. I do not see you in the meantime. And while we're waiting, I would like to tell you that she also got a lot of points, 171. And she also arranged a big number of events, 13 events. If Mabul comes here, we will give her the floor. In the meantime, we move on to the next participant. Today, we would like to ask not only the winners, but also those who just actively participated in our challenge. These are people from different countries, different regions. And we would like to start with Ming from Vietnam, who not only participated in the cleanups, but also inspired her compatriots, explained how to perform the tasks of the challenge, how to get connected to the stream. So she was a truly active connecting link. Please, I see you. Please tell us about your motivation, why you participate in ecological events so actively, why it is important for you. Hello, distinguished international friends. First and foremost, I would like to tell you that I do admire our winners, our international friends. You not only won, but you won very persuasively. We can see that you have high points, and in comparison to those who have not won here, you did a true breakthrough. So not only myself, but I think everyone present here feel admiration, and they are very happy because you are there. There is your energy and there is your motivation, and you could allocate time because we're all busy people, but you managed to find time to do cleaning every week. And here we can see your motivation, your energy, and we have to learn how to do this. I have people around me, and I also participate in EcoPulse, in international project, and I see you making posts about your activity. That is my motivation. That is called external motivation. And I would like to make my own contribution into ecology. Now I'm participant of the community, social community, and I want to grow this awareness. I want to talk about us. We haven't arranged these good events. There are not so many of those. We are only participants now. And now we observe different organizations who arrange events. We get registered. On 20th of September, we participated in World Climate Day. That event was about cleaning, international cleaning, which traditionally started from 2024. And today, this event was arranged in Vietnam, all over Vietnam, in Hanoi, and Ho Chi Minh, and Da Nang, Quang Ngai, Can Tho. In this one day, all of us started cleaning. On weekend, we had 300 volunteers, and from all Vietnam, we have thousands of volunteers. In Hanoi, we got 850,000 tons of garbage. Sorry, 850 kilograms, sorry. And from all the Vietnam, 3 tons of garbage, plastic, mask, and filters from cigarettes. I was very sad when I collected this garbage. There were a lot of cigarettes, and our packages were filled with these filters. At some points, these filters were collected. There was quite a lot of them. And I'm really sorry that we saw it this time. When we saw the announcement, we could not get together. We had very little time, so some people really wanted to participate, but they could not get registered because of their personal affairs. So we have gathered 10 people from our community, and there were 3 kids among those who came with their mothers. So we were very happy when these kids were running around and collecting garbage and waste. It was very sweet. Thus, we could teach our children to be aware about the ecological problems. And I hope that next time we would be able to observe more events so that we would be able to register more people from our community. This time we managed to collect together only participants in Hanoi. This is my story. Thank you for having listened to me. Thank you so much. So we have Jamabul. I think now she can share her screen, switch on her cam and mic. Yes, I see you. We're happy to see you. Please tell us about your experience in participating in the challenge. You got a very good position. What was interesting that you did? What did you remember? Hello, my name is Jamagul Kurmankulova from Susken. When we participated in the challenge, well, what I liked about this situation is that my team motivated me. And there is Kalia Kurbanalieva who kept on asking me and kept on pushing us towards cleanup. She asked, where are we and when are we going to have this cleanup? And we have not missed a single cleanup. We started getting to know about this, and Mayoret announced gratitude to us. 34 years of the country independence, and we arranged conference. And at the very beginning of this conference, the conference started that we were announced a gratitude on behalf of the mayor's office, and I also express gratitude to mayor's office because they are supporting us. And when we participated in cleanups, we were inspired by these cleanups. In Islam, in our religion, they also dedicate quite big importance to cleaning the environment so that we would support environment and making cleanups. We also demonstrated our friendship, and when we are together, we motivated each other. And the fact that we had this challenge, well, that was a big push towards all the people to start cleaning. We were joined even by people from kindergarten, so we really liked it. And from February, since February, we want to continue these cleanups. Great, thank you so much. Could you please tell us some recommendations to those who want to actively arrange ecological events? Yes. Well, what can I say, people? I would like to invite people, if everyone is doing his or her own contribution, this will be truly a big contribution. And we dream about Kyrgyzstan to be as clean as Belarus. I have been to Belarus 2 times. And when I came there for the second time, I already started thinking that it would be so great if Kyrgyzstan would be as clean as Belarus. So I call my people for them to join this work on cleaning, on planting trees, and I will keep on promoting this idea among people so that they would join these uh, promotions of planting trees and cleaning. I believe that every person should try hard so that it will result in a lot of trees and everything around us being clean. I invite all our partners to join these events. Thank you so much. Now, I would like to invite a leader of all Kyrgyzstan, Patila Ismailova, because Kyrgyzstan is the most active country in our challenge. 1/3 of active participants who really arranged events are from Kyrgyzstan. And in many respects, that is because of the active leader, Attila, who is always in touch with her regional leaders and keeps on inspiring them, motivating them, and explaining how to participate in these events, how to arrange events. Patila, I see you. Please share the secret of Kyrgyzstan being so active, how other countries can reach the same. Hello, dear friends, dear colleagues. I'm happy to see all of you. I congratulate all the winners. Today, these are truly the people for whom our ecology and environment are important. I'm very happy that namely our project EcoPulse started from Kyrgyzstan. We were among the first to arrange such a big promotion cleaning the rocks. In February this year, we have planted almost 500 trees at Suleiman Mount, at Suleiman Hill. And what is especially good about this, we have managed not only to plant, but actually, as the history proves, and I have asked at Suleiman Hill, there is planting process almost every year, but as there is no water, many trees dry out. And this time we have managed to keep what we have planted. That was a very good breed of trees which are sustainable for this climate that exists at Suleiman Hill. Can you imagine this year we had terrible heat? There is global warming, and it proves that our ecology is not the way it used to be. Every year it's getting worse and worse. And there is no water. For that reason, we purchased 150 liters of hoses. When we were told what you need, we purchased hoses for water supply. And after work, we also hired a person whom we paid a salary. And that person was watering our trees. And thus we managed to preserve what we have planted. And we kept on checking ourselves when we need to cut the trees. So we did the cutting in order to preserve this. Well, I faced it for the first time, but by spring we have cut the branch of the trees, and it gives growth to the trees. It facilitates their growth. And with a special substance, so we have we not only participated in a good thing, but we also cognized that actually how we should take care of trees, and I also liked it. And when I wear EcoPulse t-shirt and a cap, I imagine myself as Superman. It's just like going outside with this t-shirt when everyone is looking at you. It's also nice and pleasant, and to collect wastes, and that is a very popular thing. A lot of people are joining us in cleaning. That is why now in Kyrgyzstan we have a lot of active people who are happy to take part there. And Uzgen and Batkin will select a lot of cities got letters of gratitude from the city, from the mayor's offices, from their cities and towns, and they started inviting. They were asked to participate in autumn planting trees. All last year they planted roses, and this year they were asked to plant something. That is a very good example that we create for people, and truly Today, we not only do something good, but we also inspire people with this good thing. And we can say that we are such a level of population who gives an example. And I think that the person who once collected some piece of waste, that person will never throw the waste to the ground again. Do you understand what I mean? We educate society.
I believe that we'll have more and more supporters year after year. So once again, thank you very much. I congratulate all the winners, and I think that there will be even more winners next year. Thank you very much for the organizers of EcoPulse. Thank you for being so enthusiastic and so inspired. I would like to switch on the video from Elina Gainulina, who could not join us, but she has been a very active participant in Georgia. Just a minute and I'm switching the video on. Good morning. Just a second. Good morning. Good day to everybody. To all the participants of EcoPulse Marathon. I'm really glad and I am proud that I'm a part of this community, which helps our planet to become cleaner, better, involves the hearts of people who become more understanding, who are more attentive to their environment. A couple of words on how marathon took place in Batumi, in Georgia. We participated from the very first day of the event. We accepted the challenge. Every Saturday, we would clear our territory. We weren't in the center of the loud city back then. We had some problems in the beaches with lots of tourists. There were wild beaches without any containers, etc., without any rubbish, tin cans, etc. So we wanted to make this place cleaner for the tourists to like our beaches, for them to be more comfortable. We had another motivation. Java has tropical climate. And during the rain, there are problems. No central canalization exists in villages, and whenever it's raining, everything goes back to the sea. Due to this, lots of sicknesses appear among children. We can see how the sea becomes dirtier, the environment becomes dirtier. It's also becoming more stormy. Sea is very smart compared to us. It just cleans everything according to its natural quality. It just gets rid of the rubbish. And the rubbish comes back to our embankments. We can see a lot of rubbish, trees, plastic, tin cans. For us, it was very motivating to participate on this marathon. We also had our own complications. I guess that mostly they were as follows. It was the vacation season. Everybody comes to Batumi during this season. I'm not talking about the beaches with absolutely different situation where people just have some rest. They just sunbathe, and swim. I'm sorry for the noise. So we participated with our neighbors. They joined us. It was a very conscious choice. A specific culture of taking care of your surroundings has to be there. I'm not talking about cleaning your house only, but you have to make sure for everything to be in good shape, for the grown-ups, for the children not to throw rubbish and all across the territory you live in. Of course, it was the words of the mouth which helped us to find more people. For some, it wasn't clear why it should be done, etc., because people are going out and doing it on their own. So, and it was very emotional when it comes to understanding that across 4 continents and 16 countries, our colleagues are doing this great work. It helps me to believe that we will manage. I am astonished by my colleagues from Venezuela, from Kyrgyzstan. They are so organized. They do their best to be a team, and they continue moving on forward. So full video will be uploaded to the chat. Elena spoke more about her experience of participation in organizing events, her ideas to develop various environmental projects, etc. We would like to invite another speaker here. So, Aygunum from Kazakhstan, please show yourself. I haven't seen you yet. Let me tell you, EcoPulse hasn't been this active in Kazakhstan yet. Aygunum, I can see you. So, everybody is doing their best. They are organizing their events with the activists, and there are great plans for the future development of the project. Aygunum, it's a pleasure to welcome you. Why ecology for you is so important? Why would you like to do it? Good day, good evening. We don't hear you too well right now. And now? Well, during the last 3 days, we had a large international forum. The forum is dedicated to AI, digital technologies. So day and night we are there. You know what is interesting? On the forefront is the ecology which is being discussed. Lots of startups are discussing things they can do for the ecology. And during this forum, we've seen people who have been actively working on improving ecology in Kazakhstan. We have large cities, Almaty, for example. It's very dirty. They're creating anti-smoke system for this city. So we wrote down the name of this person who is doing this, and thanks to EcoPulse. So we never did it before, actually, but thanks to EcoPulse, a global task has been taken up. And we have to participate on such large conferences, forums, etc. Nuria, recently, you gave us the right to organize these events. Hurmet is writing an official letter for us to work with these companies and organizations. But in all this time, I would like to say thank you, of course, and congratulate you on participating in this challenge. For us, you have been the motivation. Kazakhstan is going to support you. But once again, our non-commercial organization couldn't join the process right away, so we were rejected for several times. We wanted to go to court actually, but thanks to the SWC lawyers, our lawyer in Kazakhstan, etc. So we got registered on the Republican level. Soon, within the year, we are planning to open 9 more regions. The country is rather big, and among our plans, we would like to register EcoPulse in 9 more regions of the country. What has been done in all this time? We hosted weekend cleanup in Kushetau, Astana, and we were lucky because when we had EcoPulse, Michael Bang came to Kazakhstan. Together we've been cleaning up. We got all the hoodies, all the t-shirts and everything from the company. So we did this work, and right now we are preparing ourselves for the other events. Of course, the organizations and the governmental bodies, together with Neriya, with Daria, with Artur, with all the management, we have to do the planning. So you need to direct us. This is something new for us, so we need to understand it. So Hurmet is helping us. He is responsible for EcoPulse right now. I would like to give floor to him right now, so what he has to say. Yes, a couple of words indeed. The timing is limited a bit, but I think that we can have some comments from him. I do not see him yet. Can you give him access? Could you, Olga, give Hurmet access? Oh, I can see him, yes. Good day, you can hear me, can't you? Well, everything was mentioned already. A lot of work has been done. So I'm responsible for EcoPulse in Kazakhstan. I've been to the forum mentioned by Ekonom in the very beginning. There were lots of startups discussing AI and environment. Well, we have to follow this trend. AI is developing rapidly. EcoPulse has been existing for 1 year only. A lot of work has been done. So, and a foundation was laid that you can build upon. We're planning to implement all the modern technologies which exist in our activity. I am going to be doing very actively all of those processes. That's it. Thank you, Kormet. It's so good to see such involved and inspired people. Speaking about the future plans, Daria, the leader of EcoPulse. Back to you. Thank you. Thank you to all the active participants, the leaders, the winners. Dear friends, put some hearts in the chat. So all of you deserve this. Each one of you has been so impressive. 16 countries, indeed. People get united, they get inspired to make the world better. So we are not stopping at what we have already achieved. We will move on. EcoPulse will take two routes. Of course, we will be implementing global international projects. Let me speak about the ones which are going to be very soon, but let me highlight regional work is going to be developing as well. So, what are we planning to do in the near future, in the next 6 months, to unite the participating countries? Right now, we won't be doing such active events when we organized the events offline, etc. So we'll go online. And in October, we will have this campaign called Invite Your Friend. Community manager Artur is going to tell us about it a little bit later. This is not about just taking some new people in. We need people who are going to be energized to make this world better day after day. So basically the same people as we are. +1, +2, +3, etc. So we need like-minded people. Possibly these won't be people from your city or your country, from other region, from other country. You will just involve those people into our growing community. October. What to expect in November? We will have a marathon of eco-friendly habits. Second half of November, and it will be over in the first 10 days of the next month. It will be linked with the Catholic New Year and Christmas. We will have broadcasts and of course we will form the new habits for professional activities, for the life, etc. To find new ways of living in an eco-friendly manner by the new year and everything which prevents you from doing it, living it in the last year. So basically we're starting the new year from a clean slate. After that, in year 2026, we will have an international online forum where we will have ecological activists, non-commercial projects, maybe startups. Our colleagues from Kazakhstan spoke about this forum, where the technological and eco-friendly startups are being launched. So, ecological projects, environmental projects, social projects are going to meet the socially responsible business, the entrepreneurs who started funding the useful initiatives on a charity basis. The forum program, the participants and all of that will be discussed a bit later, but I just wanted to share this bold idea of ours. After this forum, which is going to unite the adults, we would like to work with the next generation. During spring of year 2026, we're planning to launch a School of Young Eco Leader for the adolescents of 11 to 15 years. So this is going to be a local format for the EcoPulse. scale. So it's going to be the qualification stages, the transfer of the winners, etc. So we will pick the most active young boys and girls, and in 2 months we are going to start training them for them to become more than just leaders and eco-friendly people. They will be the leaders who will take their family after them, their cities, etc. So they will develop the projects. The best ones will go to Moscow. They are going to meet the best technologies, solutions, etc. So this is the ideas for the next 4 years. So first, take your friend to EcoPulse to expand our community for the future events which will take place in November in 2026 to have more participants. Next, the Eco Habits Marathon, then International Forum, where business is going to support the activists on a charity basis, and of course, Eco Leaders School to shape the growing generation. And we wanted to look at things in a green way. Artur, tell us about the following campaign. How to participate in it? Maybe I missed something. Yes, let's get united. Let's do everything more actively. I think our platform is going to be a great place to do this. This campaign is rather simple. In October, you can invite your friends. Of course, you can do it after that as well. And we will be giving you special tickets to participate in the draw of a super prize. The more you have, the more opportunities to win the super prize you will have. And the idea is you invite people to EcoPulse Planet chat. We'll have future discussions there. We'll get united there. So a person joins the chat, then tags you, or you can tag me in the same chat to show that this person is with us. And as soon as 3 people come, you get a ticket and the chance to participate in this draw. Of course, 6 people means 2 tickets, 9 people means 3 tickets, etc. So this is going to last until October the 30th. Thank you. So, green friends, we will be glad to see new participants. So all the details will be available. So we will publish all the information, what they have to do, how you should act, how to become the loyal participants, etc. So next week we will have posts in the chats. So the link to the chats will be sent to you, both for the international chat, for the regional one. So this will be in the chat of our today's meeting. And to conclude, I would like to say that this is not about our regional plans, which we have now. After that, I would like to explain how to join the regional program. Right now, we are discussing with our colleagues from Kyrgyzstan and Venezuela wonderful project in Venezuela. So we are doing everything with Maribran. So we will have a large cleanup and we will film a documentary dedicated to this problem because the natural territories are being drowned in rubbish, so we will have a large impact on this. If you have a special idea for your region, what could be relevant? How can you change things? How can you change the opinions of the citizens, of the government, etc.? So we spoke a lot about acting, about being supported by your close ones, by your relatives, and by your neighbors, but also the mayor's offices of the cities. So be active. So, to suggest your project for a common implementation by the EcoPulse team, you need to understand what you want to do, how it's going to be called, where and when it's going to be done. Tell us about the goal, why you are going to be doing it, what for you are going to be doing it. So what is the idea behind the project and your activities? Who is going to be a part of your team, which is very important to show that you are not alone. Or even if you are alone, we will help you to create the team. So who is going to be the partners? Who is going to help you to organize these events? Who is going to be supporting you informationally? So this should be the information that you should relay in a document and send it to us. You need to understand what help is needed from us, what we can do. So maybe we can write some text for you. We can give you a consultation so you can work on a structure of the project. So the deadlines, the timelines, etc. We can understand and try to understand who's going to be the partners. We can help you to find them. We can help you to design text and, of course, the other materials which you are going to need. We can help you materially. In most of the cases, this is the most required and asked for. But EcoPulse is non-commercial. So we are limited on our budget, and of course, we control all the expenses that we have. That is why, first of all, we are going to be thinking how to find money where you are, how to get it from the business, from government, from some private investors, etc. So if we don't manage to do it, we're going to create a budget that is going to be used there. The rules are simple. Using the same principles, all the foundations and all the charity projects are working, which are supporting various social and ecological projects. Funds and foundations of large corporations are working using the same principles, business or corporations or governmental or whatever. So we are not coming up with anything here. We are learning how to develop projects that can be implemented together with us and with the state support. I urge you to be bold, to be tenacious. If you have an idea, write to us in the chat. Tag Artur there, me, Honoria, and just tell us that you have an idea, you would like to discuss it, and we are going to start working with you. Maybe it will take some time to implement a project, but at least we will start doing it. So be bold, be brave. So you've heard all the wonderful words from the leaders of the marathon that has already passed, but don't be afraid to start on your own. People will follow you. Then organizations will do, cities will do, and who knows what, who else. It was my great pleasure to see that our community has these green hearts. I would like to say that if you are not in the chat, join it. So you can see a link in the QR code. So the same one will come to the chat from Artur. Before I say goodbye, I would like to say thank you so much to all the participants of the challenge, all the winners of the challenge, all the leaders, all the winners who inspired us with their example for these 3 months.